Pledge of Allegiance.
Everyone please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call please. Stephanie Zhang here. Thomas Matarazzo.
Here.
Jason Kim.
Yes.
Rebecca Ling.
Here.
John Madison.
Here.
Yoon Min. Barnabas Woe. Michelle. Jeffrey Woe.
Here.
Timothy Yang.
Here.
Dr. Cirillo.
Here.
Angela Spazowski. Here. Mr. Choi.
Here.
Thank you. Barnabas is not correct.
That is correct.
Okay, in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, I hereby state that adequate notice of this special meeting has been provided to the public by a written notice dated September 16, 2020. The meeting notice has been emailed to all staff members at the District 3 school locations, communicated to at least one of the board's designated newspapers, filed with the borough clerk of Palisades Park. Okay. Report of the superintendent.
Thank you, Madam President. So I have a few items I do need to discuss. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge the Italian American Committee on Education. We are the recipients of a $5,000 scholarship and grant that was given to us on behalf of our Italian program. I'd like to acknowledge Ms. Maria de Blasio for her ongoing efforts and thank again the Italian American Committee on Education. Additionally, although the non-public schools in our community do receive funds, we and Notre Dame specifically was awarded a grant in the amount of $14,225. That was the non-public digital divide grant, and that is again something that would go towards solely the Notre Dame inter-scholastic schools. As far as an administrative code requirement, annually we are to report our high school diplomas and how they are awarded to our graduating class. And annually this must be done before the October 1st meeting or date. So at this point, I would like to acknowledge the 127 graduates of Palisades Park Junior Senior High School's class of 2020, 45 of which graduated under the substitute competency test process. 0 students graduated by way of the portfolio appeal, and 5 students graduated with alternative requirements as specified in their IEPs. So in comparison to other years, I can tell you all, and although the state data has yet to be released, I commend the high school administration. I know Ms. Voorhees and Mr. Garcia have been very instrumental in the Option 2 SIA program. I definitely do believe that there will be an increase north of the 90th percentile for our graduation data, yet to be released again by the Department of Education, but hopefully we will have that information in the near future. Last but not least, I had the pleasure of doing a walkthrough on Friday with members of the Restart Committee, with members of the Board of Health, and with our board president. And I believe Ms. Jang will speak to that a little bit more. But again, I thank everyone, top to bottom, parents, students, faculty members, administrators, supervisors, central office. This has not been an easy first 3 weeks of school. It is clearly much different from what the spring looked like for all of us, because we are raising the bar. We are offering further instruction to all of our students. We are clearly challenging some people to the avenues that they've yet to cross. And I'm starting to really get further excited about what our next phase looks like with in-person instruction. So I hope you and your families continue to stay safe and healthy. We are doing everything on our end to continue to move our district further for the next phase, which is in-person instruction. Thank you.
Thank you. And report of the board president. I would like to report to everyone that I went to the 3 schools, and I found out all 3 schools are really cleaned out, and they put the chairs and desks with the personal distance was kept, and also many teachers were in school and they were working and they were giving out the instructions, and that I was really happy to see it and thankful for it. And also we are preparing for October 13th opening right now, and it seems everything is going very well. We're going to replace all the windows that is not opening in each class, so at least the 2 windows will be working properly. And also the air is really in good condition. And those classrooms that doesn't have any windows, you know, we're having the air purifier filters and things like that. And also, I was happy to see that the teachers are getting more ready for giving hybrid instruction. You know, it must be very difficult for all these teachers to learn the online education and communication with the children. And some classrooms, they show very innovative, like 3-way communicating system with the students. So, you know, I'm really thankful for every teacher who's participating in the new learning and try to educate our kids in better ways. And the facilities were cleaned and it was sanitized, and even with the restrooms, it was very good, you know, nicely ready, getting ready. So I have a high confidence about that we're going to have no problem for October opening if we need to open on that day. Otherwise, maybe that will be in November days. But for now, it seems everything is getting fully ready, and you know, there will be not so much worry for those parents who wants to send their kids to school. So, you know, the school administrators were doing a great job, and even through the, you know, every personnel members of our Palisades Park Board of Education, I really appreciate personally. Thank you.
Before you continue, Ms. Chang, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the one group of employees who really continue to go above and beyond like everyone else, but our custodian and maintenance staff, with the constant supervision and maintenance of our facilities. Clearly, these folks are, you know, not just day employees, but our part-time night employees have been hard at work preparing our facilities, sanitizing, and I must say the grounds are in better condition than they ever have been. So kudos to all of those men and ladies and continuing to do their job to the best of their abilities. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. And the floors were wet, and they put the arrows to going one way and the other way, and everything. You don't have to worry. You know, our community, they should be very proud of how well the preparation is going altogether. Thank you. And then reports to the board attorney.
Thank you, Madam President. So right now, we did finish the Teamsters contract. I'm happy to report that we do have a signed copy back. That distribution will be made to the board, and the board will be given an opportunity to vote on that next month at our next meeting. As for the teachers contract, we do have a fact-finding hearing now scheduled for October 26th at 10 a.m. It is going to be a virtual hearing. And the personnel strike that the negotiation committee will be continuing to work on the necessary information for that fact finding. And that's all I have to report, Madam President.
Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to approve the minute from the August 27, 2020 special meeting.
I move on that.
Any seconds?
I'll second it.
Any discussion about it? Okay, then roll call please.
Stephanie Jang?
Yes.
Thomas Matarazzo?
Yes.
Jason Kemp?
Yes.
Rebecca Lay?
Yes.
John Hopkins?
Yes.
Ewan
Yes.
Jeffrey, I believe you were not there that night?
Yeah, I'll have to abstain.
Yes. And Timothy Yang?
Yes.
thank you. And then committee reports. From the Finance Committee, Mr. John Madison.
Before you have 13 resolutions. I move on consent agenda on all 13.
Any second?
Second.
Any discussion about it?
Yeah, on number 13, it says the board approved the bill list. How much was the total?
$218,881.48.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Roll call, please.
John Madison, Jason Kim.
Stephanie Jang,
Yes.
Thomas Matarazzo,
Yes.
Jason Kim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
John Madison,
Yes.
June Min,
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu,
Yes.
Timothy Yang.
Yes.
You. And then Buildings and Grounds Committee, Mr. Jason Kim, please.
Yeah, before you, we have a two resolution consent agenda, and I like to move this one.
I'll second it, but I do have a question. Okay, I see the Taekwondo session, a center, etc. Are they going to be remote, Jason?
Now, how would they?
That would, Dr. Matarazzo, that's my recommendation. For the record, that would not be remote. That right now is for approximately 25 students. In the event our re-entry of our own students and faculty is to be taken place.
Okay.
Belt tested. They're going to divide the class up. So there won't be 25 students in at one time in the gymnasium.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Anybody else? Roll call, please.
Stephanie Jang,
Yes.
Thomas Matarazzo,
Yes.
Jason Kim,
Yes.
Rebecca Lee,
Yes.
John Madison,
Yes.
June Min,
Yes.
Jeffrey Wu,
Yes.
Timothy Yang.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna go into the personnel. Dr. Matarazzo, please.
Yes, before you, you have 11 resolutions. Correct? Well, I move on those.
12 resolutions.
I sent the other one to you.
There are 12, Dr. Matarazzo.
I'm sorry, 12 resolutions, yes.
Anybody second?
I'll second.
I second.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, I just want to reiterate what Dr. Cirillo wrote about with regret on number 2. I don't want to vote for that one. I'm going to miss her dearly. She was a great asset. I was on the board when she entered Palisades Park, and she did a wonderful job. She was a great teacher, administrator, etc. And I'm going to miss her sorely.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, she did a great job, and it was a surprise to me to find this out too. Okay, and anybody else?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. Once again, I mean, same thing. Obviously, it will be a big miss for us when Ms. Blumgard retires. But I also noticed on number 1, she's going to be the affirmative action officer for 2020-2021. She's set to retire December 31st, 2020. So afterwards, do we have someone set up, or is that something we're going to discuss at a later time?
Yes, so part of our comprehensive equity plan that gets submitted to the county office on behalf of the district does require affirmative action officers. So currently we've gone with, for the last 2 years, our building principals. And when, clearly when Ms. Blumgard is replaced, that position also would have to take on the role of AAO, and we would have to resubmit on behalf of Lindbergh Elementary School.
Got it. Thank you.
You got it.
Anybody?
Yeah, I just want to mention too to the other board members, please note where it says the co-curricular positions, and Dr. Cirillo did an excellent job in putting on top. Please be advised that these positions and each stipend, which may be prorated, are